Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and I have read a couple very interesting articles today regarding this intense backlash over the Batwoman trailer, which now has well over 200,000 dislikes on it to some 60 or so odd likes, etc. Now, the two excellent sites, the very popular and well-known CBR and the ever-reputable We Got This Covered, have addressed this comment bombing that's happening on these sites. Now, We Got This Covered describes this phenomenon as fan entitlement. Fan entitlement. Yes, you are right. You are right, We Got This Covered. How dare fans feel entitled to have opinions on the media that they consume? How dare we? How dare the people who made characters like this possible by buying and caring about the comments that they were written in and the universes that they were created for? How dare those people want to have thoughts on how these characters should be brought to life? How dare them? How dare we, the consumer? Our job is not to have opinions, it's just to buy the stuff they tell us is good. Our money is not, it's not how capitalism works, right? It's not about using your money to decide what you want to buy and what you don't want to buy based on the quality of the product that's given to you. No, the people who create the product tell you about the quality. You just blindly accept it and spend your money on it because they told you to. That's how it works. Don't be so entitled, fans. Understand your place. You're not the creative. You're not the creator. Your voice means nothing, only your money. And then your money doesn't come. It's not because your opinion is relevant or it matters or that the people who created the material did anything wrong. It's because you're too entitled. You're too entitled and you have an opinion, that you have a say over what that material is going to be. And We Got It Covered said it perfectly. They said this entitlement will go away the longer that studios just continue to ignore the fans. Just keep ignoring what the fans want and what they say they like and what they say they don't like. Keep shutting down these feedback loops. As these articles pointed out, this happened with Captain Marvel, forcing Rotten Tomatoes to reevaluate the way it assesses opinions. They point out that this comes again and again and again. Right? Captain Marvel happened with the Ghostbusters movies. And what we've learned from this experience is you should not take fans' opinions into account. You should just keep ignoring them and they'll eventually go away. If you just keep telling people things they don't want to hear and keep giving them media they don't wish to consume, eventually they'll just shut up about it. You might have a point. They'll shut up about it because they'll go buy other things. They'll go buy the things that they're told they're supposed to buy. Because no, we're getting off track again. No. The money is not about the opinions. Opinions are separate from money. Consumers don't speak with their money. They speak with their mouths, with their dislike button on YouTube. If you just take away that's the solution. Just take away the dislike function on YouTube and all of those negative opinions are gone. Just delete all the bad comments and all of those negative opinions are gone. The money will still be there because money and opinions have nothing to do with each other in a consumer's culture. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is how marketing works. You guys are obviously geniuses at this because you all have jobs writing for really important online publications. So that's it. That's fan entitlement. Is the only reason, guys. Fan entitlement is the reason that Captain Marvel was a mediocre film. Fan entitlement is the reason that they had to remind us 5 times in a minute that Batwoman in the trailer was in fact a woman. Now this CBR publication points out some incredibly horrifying, mean comments because, as they put it very, very eloquently, this is not a reaction to the quality of the content. No, this is a backlash against feminism. Feminism. Now, I need to clarify. I need to clarify. All right? I need to clarify. All right? This will make sense why I'm clarifying this in a moment, right? When they talk about feminism, they're not actually talking about the movement to try to get equal rights for women. They're not talking about a movement that's focused around gender equality or correcting injustices. That's not what they're talking about when they say feminism. They're actually talking about, and few people understand this. This will make your life so much better. This is going to clarify a lot of things for you, all right? When they talk about feminism on this publication, what they're actually talking about, what a lot of these sites and what a lot of this conversation is talking about when they talk about feminism, is actually this weird religion, which really has only two core core tenets, and it's pretty much, you must talk about women, you must refer to and call attention to women at all times for everything forever, and you must point out how great women are. And to do these things, you get virtue points. And you get double virtue points if when pointing out how great the women are, you can also point out how horrible a man is by comparison. These will give you virtue points. Those virtue points will let you die and go to a heaven where the women still don't want to have sex with you. So that is what they mean when they say feminism. They're talking about this very strange new religion that's catching on like wildfire with amongst insecure women and men who act like vaginas. So that's what they're talking about, and that'll clarify, why they choose to highlight certain comments they highlight. Because CBR pulls out a bunch of horrifying, mean, cruel comments that are going against the core tenets of this religion of feminism, like the one that points out that the Batwoman character says she doesn't want a man to take credit for a woman's work, even though she took all of Batman's, cape, gadget, essentially a gadget's identity, Batmobile, cave, etc. Did I say cape? I meant costume. I don't know what I'm still coming to grips with this new concept of the religion of feminism. It's got me confused. Anyway, so that this seems reasonable. This seems like a reasonable and measured criticism, right? To say that well, that's a dumb line because she just took all of Batman's stuff and is using that to get credit for the stuff she's doing. If you think about it in the context of a regular feminist discussion of empowerment, etc., and entitlement, that would be a reasonable comment to make, but not when we're talking about the religion of feminism. Because what you're doing is you're showing how a man did good work that might have even been better than the work a woman did, and that is against the tenets of feminism. Those are the tenets of toxic masculinity, the sworn enemy of the religion of feminism. The religion of toxic masculinity, which is a made-up religion by the religion of feminism. That's why they use it to pretty much discredit any man who goes against the core tenets of feminism. So that would be really, really directly in contrast with the direct tenets of feminism, because the direct tenets of feminism say that you must talk about the virtues of the woman and make them better than the man. That comment does the kind of opposite of that. So it's very anti-feminist. And then the later comment where somebody writes something to the tune of, "Hey, CW, maybe you should focus your writing on developing, on talking about the character and not the character's genitals." Once again, this seems, if you're having a regular discussion with normal humans, this seems like a very logical thing to say, right? You should develop characters. It should be about the character, the quality of the character, not what's between the character's legs. But as we've just established, the religion of feminism says the highest virtue is to talk about women being women, refer to them as women, make it known that they are women at every conceivable moment. Now, a regular person might say, that's not too crazy in the Batwoman trailer. Obviously, I clearly empathize with people who have trouble understanding that a human being can both be short-haired and female. I, above all else, empathize very deeply with that because, that makes sense. But don't get suckered in. Don't get suckered into the feminist narrative. They're not concerned about making sure you know she's a woman. They're just concerned about telling you as many times for their own virtue, and so they can beat back the imaginary toxic masculinity peons. That's all that it is. That's all that's happening here, guys. So that's there. The bottom line is the evil religion of feminism is taking over, and it says you must talk about women, refer to women, make known that they are women at every opportune moment, and to not do so is to be a toxic man. I hope this has clarified some things for you, because this has clarified a lot for me. It's really helped me understand why there's this deep misunderstanding as to why people didn't enjoy the Batwoman trailer. Because that's another part of being one of these religious feminists, is that you are not allowed to acknowledge that other perspectives exist or could be correct. Any acknowledgement that another perspective exists or could be correct would be sacrilege, would be just utter sacrilege. So we have to use terms like fan entitlement to help the rest of the world understand. Oh no, I'm being brainwashed. I said we like it's me. Oh my God, feminism. We must just help the world understand not to be so entitled, to understand the highest virtue is only to speak about women, to talk only of women and how great they are and how horrible the man is. And that is today's message. That's the message today. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. That's what it's there for. And click all the things that are going to happen. I don't know why I keep pressing up for the like button. It's down there. But yes, click all the links that are about to pop up that are going to tell you to get involved with me, to subscribe to LA Cheesesteak Reviews, and to buy my new t-shirt, Jesse Shot First, with original artwork by that Star Wars girl. LA Cheesesteak Reviews is my awesome new channel that's going to be awesome. It's going to have drunk people from Philly eating cheesesteaks. It'll be great. I'll be one of them. And get involved with me. We'll tell you everything else about my Patreon, my social media, on Twitter at Jesse Milestone, on Instagram at Mindless Entertainment, all of other fun things about getting involved, supporting this channel, because I can't do it without you. So thank you all so much for being here, and we'll talk again real soon. God and Press out.